Hi, my name is Alicia Henry, and I'll be discussing my Toulmin method essay. As you sit in your seat, you're wondering why a girl like me who asks so many questions couldn't get up and present, but I thought this would be so much better. Now back to what matters. Does class size matter? A thesis statement is a major part of your essay. It's the start. A thesis statement introduces your topic and lets the reader know your main idea and what you are going to be talking about. My thesis statement was developed based on me choosing limestone because of the smaller classroom size. So I jotted down my experience that I have with my teachers and created my thesis. A smaller classroom size has been proven to be more effective in a student's learning achievement. It creates a personal relation with the teacher, allows more feedback from the teacher to the student, and helps students become more confident with their classmates. The outline template that was handed out in class helped me organize my main point ideas. The first one, gaining a personal relationship. Having a personal relationship with the teacher is very important. Some students are in need of that one-on-one relationship with the teacher because it enhances their ability and drive to learn. With more feedback, you're able to correct your work and put you on the right path before submitting your essay. Student and professor. Not only is it beneficial to the students having a smaller classroom, but the teacher as well. It helps the teacher know what each individual is struggling on, so they'll be able to address it. No teacher wants to read 100 boring essays that make no sense and see their students fail every test because they couldn't focus with too many things going around them. When a teacher can't engage with every student, some students aren't able to reach their full potential. Ms. Moore's conferences has been very helpful, not only helping me develop my essay, but helping me to become a good writer. A part of every argumentative essay, there's always an opposing side, what we like to call the refutation. Yes, I've told you all of the advantages of having a smaller classroom size, but can having a larger classroom have some pros too? Even though smaller classrooms are way more beneficial for students, there are people who feel as if larger classrooms are better. Students may have the chance to engage with other students and classmates in a larger classroom that may help them to build relationships. People say that larger classes, unlike smaller classes, offer students a perfect opportunity to network with other students. In a larger setting, relationships are able to be built to discover what other people's mindsets and views on different aspects of life in the world. Even though this sounds like a great opportunity, the intimacy that comes from a small classroom setting is more effective. While writing your conclusion, you always want to leave the reader food for thought. Although the debate about the effects of learning based on the size of a classroom may not seem like it is important in various ways. Children learn in different forms, and the setting that they are placed in to receive their education plays a huge role in learning. While being in a large classroom that is filled with 25 students or more may have the opportunity to connect with others, but imagine being in a small classroom where you have the option to be more intimate and confident with your classmates. Each student should have their education put as top priority. Any changes to the education system, even down to the classroom sizes, should always be an important factor when it comes to improving the ways of learning for the benefits of students. The more variety of sources used in the essay, the more persuasive the writing can be. I used the source class size matters in my paper to support my thesis that being in a large classroom is not as effective compared to a smaller classroom because of the amount of attention the teacher can give each individual student. Class size important to education. This article supports my thesis that each student is on a different level, so being in a smaller classroom allows more time to cater to each individual student's needs. The source, large classes, bigger is better. This article is used as my counter-argument to oppose the point of smaller classes are better. It helps me show that while smaller classrooms are better, having a bigger classroom could be beneficial to students because of group activity and networking with other students. The source, how class size affects students' learning. This article was used to support my thesis' main point that in a bigger classroom setting, there's little to none one-on-one with the teacher, while in a smaller classroom, the teacher has time to intervene with each student. The source, what are the advantages of a small class size? This article was used to support my main point, too, of smaller classrooms being more beneficial. It helps students to not just be a number to the teacher, but also have a personal relationship with each teacher. Everything isn't perfect the first time you write. My writing process is pretty simple. I start with a thesis. Once you have a thesis, things can go quick from there. Then I jot down ideas for each paragraph. After that, I begin. Then, once I have my rough draft, I write it down another time, and after that, I reread it over and over until it starts to make sense to me. Then after that, I find good sources that go well with each paragraph, and then from there, once I'm completely satisfied, I have my family members, peers, or anyone close around me to help read it for me. I revise some of the words I use to give more clarity on my topic. As a writer, once you're able to detect your strengths and weaknesses, writing can become so much easier. As a writer, my weakness is grammatical errors, so I spend more time revising my work and having others review it to correct the mistakes I missed.